Good morning, Ms. Lyndell Nagashima. We are here today to talk about leadership, and I have got 4 questions for you about leadership, and we're going to have a short discussion. So here we'll go. We'll kick it straight off with the first question. What made you interested in becoming a leader?
I think initially I was involved in JALT in the study abroad SIG, and I made some friends and was networking and enjoying some of the presentations that were done at the Penn SIG back, I guess it's like 4 years ago now. And obviously went to the JALT International Conference as well, and just really enjoyed the vibe and enjoyed seeing other people in these roles and contributing and being concerned about their membership and improving the organisation of JALT as a whole. And I was really impressed, I think, initially. And I think my main reason was to be around those people. And then I was, because I had become more involved in the study abroad SIG, the outgoing coordinator saw that I was involved, saw that I was enjoying it, and suggested that I be the next coordinator. And because that meant that I would be joining all those other great leaders, and that was the inspiration. I don't think I still don't really see myself as a leader. I think that I'm more of that role that it states as coordinator. I'm mainly facilitating other people to be able to do their job in, an environment that they feel safe and comfortable and that they can find their full potential. I think that that's more my perspective of what I'm bringing to the SIG.
Okay. Yeah. How do you think COVID has impacted these dynamics of collegiality online and in general with the becoming online, doing what you've done over the past few years? How do you think that's changed?
I've been really lucky because I've got a great team, and our current program chair, we moved our annual Study Abroad SIG conference online immediately, made it free of charge for our members, and wanted to ensure that everyone still had an opportunity to present. And we received such a positive response from people. They were really happy to have it still be available and for it to be online and for it to be free. And we had some really great discussions, and people were able to present and meet other people in the pandemic. So it ended up being a really great experience for us. And then we just kept on doing it. And we had our second Study Abroad SIG conference online this past September. And again, it went really well, and we got some really positive feedback. And again, it was just a really positive experience for me included, as well as the team and the people that presented. So yeah, we've been really lucky. It hasn't affected us at all. I mean, obviously, for me, I miss going to the JALT conference and seeing old friends and actually being able to ask questions at the end of presentations in real time. But I think, yeah, it's been a positive shift, I think, not only domestically, but globally. I have more access to, research opportunities and presentations and the like online now. So, yeah, I think it's been both a good experience for our SIG and for me professionally. So, yeah.
Fantastic. So Pan-SIG versus pandemic, Pan-SIG wins, no? Nice. Let's go on to question 2. What is something that you keep in mind in order to build and or keep good relationships with your chapter committee or SIG members?
Yeah, so because I'm the Study Abroad SIG coordinator, I think that it's been a gradual process because like I said before, I wasn't very active in JALT before becoming the coordinator. So I think initially it was just what was in place, what were the membership expecting from me and from the SIG, and how I were to go about providing that. So making sure that we had enough officers, in the roles that we were responsible for. So obviously like the conference itself, and then online access, Facebook, website, journal, and then we began archiving previous journals so they were available online, and just making it more of a systematic approach. So everything was accessible, people knew where the information was or how they could contact our officers, and then slowly having more contact with both the membership and the officers, maintaining that, and having a standard procedures so that everyone felt that they had equal contributions to the SIG, including the membership, and they had access to us and we had access to them, and just creating a good, like fun, interesting community.
Okay, thank you. Question 3. If you could go back in time to when you just got your position as president or chair of your SIG, what kind of advice would you give to yourself?
Yeah, that's a great question. I think, first of all, trust your instincts. Generally, people have good intentions and they want to do the right thing. So, yeah, trust what you're seeing and trust your own intuition, and move forward positively, which I think I kind of did, but it took me a while to find my feet. I think initially because the onset of our interview was like, I don't see myself as a leader, and I think I perhaps struggled with that for the first maybe 12 months. Was like, I'm not a leader, but I'm having to lead, and how do I want to do that? And it took me a while to kind of figure out the balance of saying things in a way that I felt comfortable, but also was actually leading the group. And yeah, I think I still probably struggle with that, but I do trust myself a lot more, and I trust the team, and thankfully we've built relationships, professional relationships around our roles and what we're doing, and it's helped to have other people that have been serving in the SIG for a number of years before me that were still serving when I joined the team, and providing encouragement and telling me that they think that I'm doing a good job, or whatever it was. You're getting feedback from other people, and then I think it was a process, but I'm really grateful. I think it's one of the best decisions I've made since coming to Japan, is being more involved in JALT and being in this challenging role.
The situation seems to have expanded the scope of leadership. A forced expansion of the leadership. They take a lot more on. Maybe if you signed up 2 years ago, this wasn't quite what you were expecting. You've had to do a lot more leading than you initially thought.
Oh, I think actually I've been in the role for more than 3 years. So thankfully, it was before the pandemic when I started, and I had people, I've made friends with other JALT chapter presidents and other SIG officers through the EBMs at JALT. So I could see that they also, sometimes didn't know what they were doing, or, they'd said the wrong thing, or they were still learning in their own role and what that meant. And I think it was just encouraging to see everyone else doing their best. And so I just tried to keep on doing my best, and obviously ask questions when I didn't know something.
Okay, thank you. Last question. How would you define the word leadership?
Yeah, I think it goes back to what I was saying earlier about creating a safe environment for people to share and to contribute in their roles. Obviously, as a coordinator, everyone has a different focus, and they're meeting different deadlines, or they've got obviously different tasks, but they often require other information from other people, whether it be, the general membership or other officers. And I think having people know that they can send an email out, or they can ask something in a meeting, and get that information through our communication, and it's not just up to me, or it's not just up to, say, the program chair. Like, everyone's doing their own role and feeling that they can, you know, get help or ask someone for information that they need for the newsletter, whatever it might be. And I think that it takes everyone to feel that they can do what they need to do in their own way. And I hope that that's what I've brought to the SIG. Whether I have or not, I don't really know. But I think for me, I feel more comfortable when everyone else feels comfortable and that they feel that they can do their job and and bring whatever they want to contribute. I think it's difficult sometimes because people aren't being paid, right? We're not being checked up on, or it's not our full-time job. So we're all volunteering in our own free time, and everyone's got family commitments and work responsibilities and research, you know, it's ongoing. So I think having people feel appreciated and know that what they're bringing is really valued, and I certainly appreciate that, and I know the membership does. And a lot of the work we do, including not just SIGs but chapters themselves, there's a lot of background work going on that people don't necessarily see. They can come to a conference and they can have, you know, a great presentation hopefully, and meet a couple of other people in the SIG, and then that's it. And they may not be aware of what it takes to make that happen, and the meetings involved, and yeah, I hope that that they can enjoy it and they want to be more involved and be more active in the SIG from that experience. I think that should flow down from top, you know, that people feel that it's a good community and want to be involved or get something.
Okay, thank you very much, Lyndell. It was fantastic, fantastic introduction to leadership for us, and please enjoy the conference.
Thanks for your time. I appreciate it.
Okay, thank you.